Ladies and gentlemen, week 1 of HDL Season 5 is here, and our opponent for this week is none other than Wade of the Hoboken Hawluchas. Wade has a bit of a shaky history with both of us. This is a man who I have never lost to outside of playoffs, but who immediately kills me every time I've made it to bracket.
And the one season I was in, the previous one I took over, made it to playoffs, and I was then summarily executed at point blank range by Wade, if memory serves. I think. It's been a while, to be fair.
Needless to say, we both have a little bit of a bone to pick with him. And because of that, he is feeling our full wrath right from the get-go. Wade's team consists of Weavile, Mega Diancie, Clodsire, Corviknight, Arcanine, which is his Terra Captain, Rotom Wash, Uxie, Arbalova, Druddigon, and Hitmonchan.
And comparatively, as we went over the team breakdown, we have Walking Wake, Mega Charizard Y, Zoroark, Hisui, Lilligant Hisui, Donphan, Grimmsnarl, which I realized in the team recap video forgot to mention is our first Terra Captain, Empoleon, Electros, Grafaiai, and our second Terra Captain, Trapinch.
Now, we looked at Wade's team, and we realized immediately that while our team is more or less okay against Wade's, there was one big flaw that Wade could very easily exploit, and that was that our team, very ironically I might add, hates ice types.
Specifically, we hate Weavile
and
more than
anything.
anything.
Of that, there's a very specific Weavile in Wade's possession that we are not looking forward to going up against.
Yeah, so let's if you have the team set up the same way I do, let's go ahead and skip to the 6th Mon that we brought initially, just to show. Weavile's a problem.
Yeah.
It is faster than everything on our team. Banded triple axle doesn't OHKO our entire team, but it hurts. It hurts a lot. Thankfully, I believe Wade is forced to run Jolly because of speed tiers. I want to say Jolly would not outspeed. Jolly means would not outspeed Zoroark, or I actually would it. It's 125, isn't it? Base speed.
It's base 125. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It hit 344, I think, with Adamant. I think.
I can pull that up right now and check. Give me one moment.
Fantastic. I know it doesn't outspeed 110
at a neutral nature, 252 speed equals 349.
Okay, I was very close. But yeah, so it's a point slower than timid Zoroark, Hitsui and Zoroark. So they're going to have to run Jolly, which means the damage won't be as bad, but it's still a banded triple axle and or like Ice Spinner or Icicle Crash. I honestly much prefer Icicle Crash or Ice Spinner. Flinch aside from Icicle Crash, triple axle hurts like hell.
Which is, of course, because of that, we have a Yachi Berry Sturdy Donphan with Heavy Slam, because we need to just kill this Weavile as soon as possible by any means necessary.
Correct. So yeah, back to HP, max defense. Yachi Berry means we guarantee level triple axle. We can't come into triple axle and then take it, but if Weavile, if Donphan comes in after something dies or gets after a pivot, it will guarantee live triple axle, OHKO with Heavy Slam, and then problem solved, thankfully. So
yep.
That is the main thing that this team, that's the main problem of the title of the paste I made for this team was HDL week 1, or how do we not lose to Weavile immediately?
Yep. Now, of course, there is also one other big problem that we had with Wade's team. That was terrifying to us, but not necessarily terrifying, and more so just sort of infuriating. And that is Clodsire. Now, Clodsire offensively does not pose much of a threat to us. The threat that it provides is the fact that this thing doesn't die.
Yeah, Wade drafted the best walking wake counter in the draft. Spadef Clodsire with Water Absorb will never ever lose to Walking Wake outside of the sun, I believe. I believe
Correct.
because in the sun, I believe Flamethrower will 2-hit KO. Actually, no, Flamethrower won't even 2-hit KO in the sun if memory serves.
No, it's a
It's just
3-hit
that's
kill. Like,
yeah.
we cannot 2-hit kill this thing with basically anything on our team because it's just that freaking bulky. And of course, it has Unaware as well, so we can't even set up to stop it.
Well, so here's the thing: it can't run Unaware and Water Absorb. So if we find out that it's Unaware, Walking Wake gets to click Hydro Steam much more freely. So we're hoping it's Unaware, honestly, because we're not really bringing any real setup this week. But there's no shot it's not. There's
Now-
no shot it's not Water Absorb.
Because Weavile and Clodsire were our number one hits, we did a lot of, or rather Ben did a lot of conniving in our totally real evil laboratory.
Yeah, it's just right down the road.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the shed.
It's right next to the Chick-fil-A, you can't miss it. Anyway. We realized something. And what we realized
Is it coming
was
week
that
one?
Wade's
week
biggest what we realized was that Wade's biggest fear is actually a goddamn trappage.
Yeah. So here's the fun thing about Trapinch. Assuming Wade runs Max Spadef, assuming theoretically it's a standard showdown spread, a standard OU spread of Clodsire, 248 HP, 8 defense, careful, 252 Spadef. Trapinch has a 75% chance to OHKO with Earthquake. Just straight up. With max stack Adamant, no boosting item. Boosting item would obviously put this over the top, but we went with Focus Sash to ensure we can live a hit, assuming Weavile doesn't run something like Triple Axle, because we can also theoretically revenge kill Weavile, well, which is the other very funny thing about this set.
Fun fact, first impression from a Terra Bug Trapinch kills Weavile 2 times over.
Guaranteed, and even without the Terra, it is just under 50%, about 43%. And that's no bulk Weavile, which I don't know how much bulk they're going to be able to run. It's 350, so they get to. I'm actually going to do the math right here because I actually haven't done this math yet.
I think the most they can put in is 40. I think that's the most they'll have left.
Well, it's 136 speed. Outspeeds everything. For 352 Jolly. That would be 252 through 136. Be 140. I'm so bad at math. I'm actually just gonna pull this up on Showdown because I should have done this before the video.
Hang on. Let me. You know what? I'll do the same here. If it's 132.
So yeah, 132 would be 136. It's 352 speed because it's a jump point. It's a jump point.
It's 136 speed, so that would 120 HP.
Also, coincidentally, a stealth rock number because of a thing. So we do have to run Terra. We do Terra Bug, which means Icicle. First impression will never OHKO with 120 HP, but Terra Bug first impression always OHKOs. Other fun thing about Terra Bug is that it means Clodsire can't kill us ever.
Yeah.
Because now we resist Earthquake. I mean, if it's running, it's still gonna be it's still gonna do 34%, but that's also because we're a literal Trapinch, and we have no stats to speak of.
Now, because of that, I've ran through the simulations, and assuming it is max HP, max Spadef, Clodsire, which, given our team, there is a high likelihood that he will be exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming that he is that, and he has basically no defense investment, we can literally just spam Earthquake against Clodsire until the cows come home without any downside. And the reason for it is Clodsire cannot kill us before we kill it. Its only option is just continuously spam Recover. It can't switch out against us because we have Arena Trap. And if it screws up the timing, even a single time, we get a free switch into Donphan, who can then kill it with an Ice Shard.
Correct. The other more interesting part about this is that our spread is 172 HP, 252 attack. It's max bulk, about as much bulk and attack as we could have gotten because we ran 84 speed, which hits exactly 77 speed. One more than a 0 speed Clodsire. Now, mind you, if Wade goes 8 speed EVs, that's fine. It's 8 EVs that aren't in defense, HP, or death. That's a win for us, I think.
Yep. The only option Clodsire has against Trapinch is to click Toxic and stall us out. And to me, that is hilarious.
That's correct. The other thing is Terra Bugs. That means we resist Earthquake. So no matter what, even if they get, they'd have to get max roll Earthquake into max roll resisted Earthquake to knock us out. And, if that happens, well, sucks to suck, I guess.
Yep.
So,
moving right along, we brought Hisuian Zoroark because, frankly, it's just a really good pick against Wade's team. This thing, it feels like a lot of roll specs. Hisuian Zoroark can hit our ball of, it can hit Weavile, it can hit Corviknight, although that is not our desired Corviknight counter. More on that in a moment. We have U-turn for pivot. We are, of course, timid, max speed, max special attack. We all know he's going to be Jolly Weavile to outspeed, but Hisuian Zoroark is just a mon that you want to be running max speed on the majority of the time, especially if it is a spec set. Hyper Voice is just a really good form of normal stab, which he has no resistances to outside of Mega Diancie and Corviknight, which are 2 Pokemon that if we were locked into Hyper Voice, we wouldn't be staying in on anyway. Shadow Ball is just a really good ghost attack. His only immunity is Arboliva. His only resist is Weavile. And it's just a good move all around. We, of course, have our U-turn for our pivoting, and we have Flamethrower for our type coverage.
Yep, it hits Corviknight. Basically, that's the main thing it hits. It also hits Arboliva, stupid singing tree thing.
Yep.
One thing to note is that it is basically max speed, max special attack. Be like, oh, why don't you speed creep? Well, we want to speed tie with Mega Diancie. It's 110 across the board. So if we speed tie it and get a strong Shadow Ball off on it, great, fantastic. It's attempting to win a speed tie is always something you don't want to rely on, but if you have to, you have to.
Moving right along, we of course have our resident New Yorker Walking Wake. Now, originally, this was actually going to be a vastly different set. Originally, we were going to be running a timid, max speed 244 special attack set. And the reason, for those who are maybe a little bit outside of the route, the reason you do max speed and only 244 special attack on a Walking Wake with a timid nature, or with any speed increasing nature for that matter, the reason for it is due to how photosynthesis works. If you put in max special attack with max speed, with a speed increasing nature, your special attack stat will still be higher than your maximum speed stat by exactly 1 point, and because of that, photosynthesis will give you a special attack boost and not a speed boost. So the reason you put in just a tiny bit less special attack on that spread is for when you want to get that increased speed, which is what we want. However, you're going to be you noticed by now that our spread is not that spread, and the reason it isn't that spread is because I noticed while I was doing this stuff, we ran into a situation when we were building the Wake set where we had a 4th flexible move. We didn't really know what we wanted to put in the 4th slot, and I noticed that Walking Wake got agility. And so what I then also noticed was that at +2 speed with 136 speed EVs, it doesn't even need to be a speed increasing nature, as you can see, but at +2 speed with that amount of speed EVs, Walking Wake actually ends up faster than it would have been in Sun. And what that also means is that at +2 speed with this amount of speed EVs in, Walking Wake is faster than Scarf Weavile, which by proxy means it outspeeds every single one of the Mons on Wade's team. Couple that with the fact that we now are running modest max special attack, which means we are now getting a special attack boost in Sun, and the additional bulk that we got by keeping EVs that we now put into HP equals this thing is going to get at least one kill. And the best part about all of this is that if you remember, I said that Zorark was not our only Corviknight counter. You want to know who our other Corviknight counter is? Spoiler alert, it's not the Charizard. What we found out was that with an Expert Belt, this is, for those who are wondering why we're running Expert Belt, I'm about to tell you why. With an Expert Belt, taking into account the following calc is outside of Sun. With an Expert Belt, against a max HP, max special defense, Calm Nature Corviknight, Flamethrower is a guaranteed 2-hit kill. It does a minimum roll of 51.1%.
Things you love to see.
The only way that Corviknight does not get 2-hit killed 100% of the time by this set, the only scenario is if the Corviknight is holding leftovers, and even then, it is still an 89% chance to 2-hit kill. This thing is going to kill a bird by the end of this fight.
Yeah, it also, if they're running leftovers and Roost only has 8 PP this generation. So we will have, if say Wade goes the whole distance, we'll only have, what was this going to be, 8, so it'd be 16. We'd have 8 flamethrowers left, but that's all we really need flamethrower for. And, Corv is going to be dead, and that means Corv being dead opens up things like Zoroark to, start punching holes through things. It'll let Hazard stay up more than likely, because that's the other thing, is that aside from the elephant in the room of Mecha Diancie, also Hitmonchan, I guess. I forgot that thing got Rapid Spin. Oh, wait, no, Rotom Wash, it's Defog's generation. Never mind, I was going to go about Hazards. Forgot, everything gets their moves back. Oh, it's such a headache.
Yeah. Moving on, we of course have Hydro Steam, because you see this RY. You saw the Trapinch with Sunny Day. Of course, we're running Hydro Steam. Even outside of Run, it's even outside of Sun, it is still base 80 Water type move that we get Stab on. So just is a no-brainer. Draco Meteor is our Dragon Stab, because this thing, with this amount of special attack, Draco Meteor is just going to either do 80% to basically anything that comes in, or it will realistically kill most things that come in. So it's just a good option, and that's the set. And this is going to get at least one kill, mark my words.
More than likely. Yeah, the other thing about Wake is that the the typing is also just very good in this matchup. It can, I believe it can live Banded Triple Axle, I want to say. It has been a hot minute since I've done the numbers here. It will, I believe, also live, I want to say it lives Life Orb, Icicle Crack, Triple Axle into Ice Shard, which is also very important in this scenario.
Wake ends up in a position where if it is at full HP, Weavile realistically cannot OHKO it, which is huge because we can kill it.
I lied about the Ice Shard, Triple Axle into Ice Shard with Life Orb, by the way.
Well, even then, it doesn't matter because we kill it that same turn with the Draco Meteor.
Yep, or Flamethrower, because we don't want to miss.
Yep. Moving right along, we of course have fan service, the Charizard. We're running 216 Timid. The reason for that is due to having base 100 speed, 216 speed equals Charizard's highest speed value it needs to actually speed creep things. There is no point in doing more than this, because realistically, the only things that we would be able to speed creep here are Arcanine and lower. Because of that, there was no point in going full speed. We took that remaining values, we put it into bulk. It is also running max special attack, and of course, it is running Weather Ball, Scorching Sand, Solar Beam, Roost. The reason, for those who necessarily aren't aware, the reason you run Weather Ball on Zard Y is because when Weather Ball is in any weather, it doesn't even need to be sun, any weather, Weather Ball's base power doubles. So it goes from base 50 to base 100. Its type also changes depending on the weather, which in the case of sun, which would be up when Zard Y comes in because of drought, this means that Weather Ball ends up becoming a base 100 power fire type attack with 100% accuracy, and that is before factoring in stab. Which also means that Weather Ball ends up being, in the sun, Charizard's most reliable, hard-hitting fire type attack, because its only other special fire type attack with a higher base power is Fire Blast, and that has 85% accuracy and does not have nearly as many uses.
Yeah, it's only 10 power stronger. It doesn't have the drawback of Overheat lowering your special attack by 2 stages. I'm sure we'll probably run Overheat at some point this season, because sometimes you just need to delete something off the face of the planet, frankly. Freaking 159 special attack base, 140 power move in the sun, yikes. Yeah. Scorching Sands hits Arcanine, Solar Beam hits, Diancie, and, why can I not remember the Pokemon? Rotom Wash.
Yeah, hits Diancie, hits Rotom Wash, and then Roost is just for good healing utility. We didn't need Air Slash for anything, because realistically, the only thing that Wade has that is weak to fighting is either Arboliva, which we have coverage for, or Hitmonchan, which we're not realistically all that concerned about. So
yeah, Hitmonchan actively gets walled by Zoroark.
So because of that, we were okay with running Roost here for a little bit more sustainability. Scorching Sands, of course, also has the added benefit of being able to burn things, which, given a few of the mons that Wade has, I always do this. Given a few of the mons that Wade has, there's definitely a few things that we would be okay with burning. So Scorching Sands is just sort of a no-brainer here.
And finally, we have Testament the Empoleon. This nickname is specifically for me because I have named steel types over the years after metal bands, and I have named so many Empoleons Testament. So that's basically it. No religious nonsense. It's just a metal band on a steel type. Max Spadef, because Diancie is... We haven't really talked about it. Diancie is a problem. Mon's always a problem. Hylian caused so many problems last season with it.
For those who are not aware, I made a statement last season regarding Mega Diancie, and I'm pretty sure that statement was received by every other person participating.
Yeah, it is. What is it? Base 160 special attack. I think
base 160 in both offenses, base 110 in both defenses and speed.
Yeah, it is very bulky. Thankfully, I think it's only base 50 HP still, right?
Correct.
Yeah, it's base 50 HP, means it is, it's not gonna... It can take a hit, but maybe less than you would think. It's got the Dusk Noir problem. Great defenses, bad HP. So yeah, Empoleon tiers are dedicated Diancie switch-in. It'll take a Moonblast into a Earth Power, guaranteed. If it's timid, then it'll Oko with Flash Cannon. Scald is still there because even in the sun, being able to burn something is very nice. Defog Stealth Rock. We're expecting some form of hazards. I would expect Clodsire to bring something like Spikes, or maybe Uxie sets up some Stealth Rock or some screens. Defog gets rid of all of that nonsense. And also, incidentally, for some reason, if we need to emergency get rid of Arboliva, Seed Sower ability, getting Grassy Train up, gets rid of that too. Gets rid of Draudigon Stealth Rocks. There's an argument to put Protect over Stealth Rock, because if I had to guess, that Arcanine is probably going to be running Boots. and Claude is maybe run boots as well. But that's basically it. It's Protect would only just be ensure gets an extra leftovers recovery.
The other big advantage to Stealth Rocks here is that we are pretty sure realistically that if Wade brings Arcanine, he is likely going to be Terra Flying. And the reason for that is that Arcanine has Flash Fire, which means it's a free Charizard switch in. And if you give it Terra Flying, that means Charizard's coverage move of Scorching Sands no longer works, which means he can bring that in on Zard without any consequences. And because of that, we think Terra Flying is sort of a shoo-in. And, of course, Stealth Rocks is just good chip. And even if he doesn't Terra into Flying, he's still going to be a Fire type if he doesn't Terra. Which means he's still taking chip from Stealth Rocks. So it's just a good option if he is not Boots. I don't really think he wouldn't be Boots, but who knows? He might be running a Life Orb set.
Yeah, so Arcanine's likely going to be a defensive answer to Charizard. It doesn't even have to be a full defensive set like Honey is saying. It's just being Terraflying and Flash Fire means walls most of what Charizard does. There's an argument that we should run Air Slash because of that, but I don't. It's not going to OHKO, and then it's just going to blow us away with like Wild Charge or something like that. So it's not really worth it.
The only rationale for Air Slash would be if you wanted to rely on Flinch Hacks, which, honestly, that's a pipe dream. But yeah, that is our team. And so we will see you guys in approximately 2 days for us, but 5 seconds for you, when it's time for the actual fight. So we'll see you guys then.
Yeah.
And we're here. It is time to fight Wade. And he more or less brought the exact team we were expecting.
Yeah, pretty much. What was there something? No Hitmonchan is good. That means there's no Repson. No Arboliva or Uxie is very nice,
that's
actually.
Incredibly nice.
And no Drudagon. So basically it's the top stuff except for basically their top 6, so
who do we want to disguise Zoroark as? I'm thinking Trapinch.
I'm thinking Trapinch or Donphan. I'm not sure which.
I feel like Trapinch might be a little bit better, so we can try to feint Arena Trap.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Alright. As for leads...
Who do we want? I kind of want to say Wake leads well against everything. The only thing it doesn't lead well against is obviously Claude or I would say Diancie technically. But we should live a Moonblast, I want to say.
I'm going to pull Calc up on that. Give me a moment.
It's annoying because of Diancie doesn't exist in this gen. No, it sends us packing 114 to 135.
Yeah, I'm thinking Wake is just the good lead here.
I mean, basically it leads well against everything that isn't Diancie. I guess Claude, but if it's Claude, we're gonna go into Trapinch, I think, immediately, right?
More or less. Alright.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Disguise Zoroark as what's it called? Trapinch then?
Zoroark has been disguised as the Beak Pinch.
Yeah, it's trying to think, like, if they lead Diancie, do we just hard go Empoleon and then just start clicking buttons? I'm fine with that.
Knowing Wade, I would not be surprised if he's stealing my Rock Polish Diancie tech. So, okay.
Just click Draco.
This is huge. He either switches in Diancie here or something gets hit.
Just click the Draco button.
This was not a good lead for Wade at all.
Yeah, this is good for us. I'm half expecting, again, if it's Spadef Claude, it's coming in 100%. If Diancie comes in, we have an Empoleon.
Yeah.
How much does this take? How much does this do to Wash defensive? So max, if it's Fizdef, which I actually don't know what this Rotom's going to be, it's probably some semblance of Spadef, if I had to guess. But Fizdef takes 70 minimum from Draco.
Yeah.
So
this is just a free Draco. I highly doubt. The only reason he brings Diancie in right now is if that is Fizdef Claude.
Yeah, if it's Fizdef Claude, great, fantastic. That means it doesn't switch into Charizard.
Because this is literally a 50-50 right now. Of he doesn't know if we're clicking Hydro Steam or if we're clicking Draco Meteor.
I mean, Hydro Steam does 21 minimum, so sweet. It's Fizz Death. That's all. That's kind of what I was worried about. But we have.
It's fine. We have agility. We can make it up.
We have agility. If I were you, I would click. Do you think I have Pain Split? Because I probably do.
It's possible.
Do we want to Draco again? Draco again if they go for Pain Split. Pain Split would be bad. Draco does 35 min at -2, by the way.
So Draco will kill right now if he doesn't Pain Split.
Mm-hmm. What else does it have? Thunderwave, Volt, Hydro.
Definitely Volt Switch, Hydro Pump. So
let's move 4. What do you think?
Move 4 is either
4?
Pain Split or it's Defog.
I would think it's likely Pain Split. I would not be surprised if it's Defog because I could see Corviknight just being Spadef. Because
I feel like he could be. Wade also just enjoys getting rid of hazard, so I wouldn't be surprised if both are Defog for some reason. The only other thing, realistically, it could be in that Force Law is Trick, and we know it isn't because it didn't click in turn 1.
We also outsped it.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be Specs, but actually, I mean, Specs is not bad against. Well, no. That's max HP.
All right.
Because
I think Draco is the play here.
Yeah, because if it wasn't max HP, it would take 80 in it.
All right. Broadening Quad.
That is unaware, I believe. If it's Spadef and it took. No. It's Water Absorb. That's Water Absorb and it's Spadef.
Wait, if it's Water Absorb. Okay, so wait, it's Spadef's Clodsire?
Wait, oh no, it's not. Hang on. Because if it was Spadef and it was Water Absorb, it takes 17. It took what, 26?
It took 26%.
That could be Fizdef, actually.
Against, let's see. We were -2.
Yeah.
Against. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely Water Absorb. That did. Okay. So -2. That did. -2 had a min roll of 23.9.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's Fizdef then. Which means that's definitely physically defensive Rotom.
If that's Fizdef Claude. Okay, no, it has to have some sort of Spadef investment. Because if pure Fizdef Claude, the min roll would have been 30.
Oh, really?
At -2.
Where are you getting this number? Because I'm seeing
wait,
just max
I have the wrong wake set pulled up.
Yeah, just max HP takes 24 to 29 on -2.
Okay, yeah,
so
max HP, max defense, mid roll is 22.2. So yeah, it's likely just max HP, max defense, Water Absorb.
Earthquake still 2 at KOs with Trap. Do you just want to trap this thing right now?
I mean, realistically, what does it click right now? It can't click Toxic.
It's likely clicking Stealth Rock, if I had to guess.
It's either clicking Rocks, or it's clicking EQ predicting a Empoleon switch for some reason, because maybe he thinks that we're unaware.
Either way, I think it's clicking Recover, honestly. I think he wants to keep us healthy. This is also no item, by the way, so it's likely heavy-duty boots, if I had to guess. It's boots or Shuka, actually. Might be Shuka.
Yeah. Rose, I think Trap is just the play here.
I would say either it's that or Zard Y to be aggressive. Weather Ball to 61 minimum.
That's up to you.
It's you make the call. I'm fine with either. We have Trapinch specifically for this.
Sent in the pinch.
Yeah, it's fine. Yep. Okay. Cool. So it could also be theoretically. It also could be Shed Shell, which would not surprise me.
So we just start spamming EQ, or do we tear a bug?
I would Earthquake. I don't want to reveal Terra Bug yet. Okay. I want to catch. I also want to be able to come back in on Stealth Rock. Better.
Oh, he left.
Oh, what? Uh-oh. Oh. It's PC shut down.
not even recording this time.
The trap hitch killed his computer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Shed Shell is, oh.
It worked.
Victim count 1. Also, that means he was, at least 8 speed,
Yep.
by the way. Because
The
we're,
speed creep worked.
That's so funny. Wait, why did it do that much? Hang on. If that's full fizz, if that was like max fizz dev, what the? Well, it wasn't relaxed nature, obviously. Oh, that's just maybe a max roll, by the way.
I think. Oh god, did we actually just get the max roll?
Possibly. Now we have a slight problem, by the way, which is Weavile gets to come in and kill something.
Wait, no. This must have not have been. Oh, I don't think he was bold.
Must have been like Spidat. Well, 252 plus defense nature does 63 to 75.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think we just got a max roll.
Well, it can't be 252 because it outsped us. So it's possible it's a speed tie, but maybe not.
So he's gonna bring in probably Weavile here. We can't stay in.
Weavile is a problem. I don't actually know how we kill Weavile now.
We're gonna have to sack something to bring back in. Okay. Okay, this is good.
Oh, this is good. Hard. Don't hard on it. He's gonna Volt. He's gonna Hydro.
He's either hydroing or he's volting. And I feel like in either situation, we could literally just send in Wake and soak up the damage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like going into Wake when Diancie gets to come in for the...
Yeah,
but
that's... Alternatively, we bring in... How much will Volt Switch do to Empoleon?
Volt, if it's no special attack investment, I believe is going to do a clean 30. Yeah, remember doing this calc. Yeah, Volt's going to do 30 to 36, but then at that point, I believe Diancie can OHKO us with Earth Power. Well, let me do the math. No, Volt Switch into Earth Power will never kill. It's even after rocks. Yeah, because it'll be what rocks would be. Yep. It'd be 6%, 652 plus 46. Yeah, even if it's max rolls all abound, it's fine.
Dude, if only we had just sent this in, first impression would have killed Rotom.
Yeah, it does. So, I'm.
He's walking in.
Yeah, there we go. I am insane, and I kind of want to go to Donphan, but also I think Rotom Wash will kill us with Hydro Pump.
Well, I mean, yeah, because we're gonna lose Sturdy because of rocks.
Well, it's also 96 to 114, by the way, just straight up. Don't forget, Rotom has base 105 special attack. Yeah,
I feel like we have to do. We need to get rid of these rocks. I feel like we either.
I'm fine just going into Empoleon.
Yeah, I think we go into Empoleon. Hope he clicks Hydro Pump. We defog the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's the play.
Yeah.
He could also just hard switch right now because he has Levitate. So this could also just be a bait.
Well, yeah. I mean, also I would like to mention I don't think this thing isn't leftovers, by the way.
Yeah, no, this is either... This has to be Boots Rotom.
No. I think this is Specs. No, it's not Specs, because it's Fizdef. It's at max HP.
Is it Scarf? No, it can't be. It would have outspent
No, it's not
us.
Scarf. I think it's just going to go for Hydro. No, I want Volt. That is Specs.
Okay, it's Specs.
Specs as hell. Jesus, that's a problem. Okay, so it's max HP Specs. Really?
Okay. Well, this thing is gonna click Earth Power on us.
Well, no, it's the Arcanine.
Yeah.
We could go Wake. Do you think he's running? Okay, here's a question. Do you think they're gonna click Teleport? Because if you think that, we stay in, we default.
I don't think so. I think he's gonna go for the kill.
Because we 4x resist Flare Blitz with Wake. If we get a kill with Hydro Steam.
I know how Wade is. He's gonna see an opportunity to close the kill and he's gonna take it. He gets greedy.
Okay, then go into Wake then if you're confident on that.
actually not sure though. He might.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. If I'm Wade, right? Like, I think this is probably boots. Again, it's probably Terraflying.
Yeah.
PC's a good mid ground. Wild Charge is a good mid ground.
I feel like if he has Wild Charge, he clicks it here.
Man, I really wish we were double hazard removal right now. We're not spin on Donphan. That's a slight problem.
Yeah, I think Wake has to come in. Either
That's
that
fine.
or we hard predict Donphan.
Hard predict Wild Charge, basically, you mean, and go Donphan?
Yeah.
What does Donphan do if we do that?
We just hope it's not Terraflying. Otherwise, then yeah, we basically do nothing.
Honestly, I just want to go Wake.
Yeah.
If he goes for attacking move, we get to click button. CC's a good mid ground. Okay, that's not banded, by the way. How much did it do? 25 or 35?
That did 34.9.
That's just max attack. All right, just Hydro Steam. Nothing
right.
to think about here. Rotom dies. DNC dies.
Yep.
Or DNC takes a chunk.
You just gotta hope we don't get full parried.
Does this thing get Play Rough? I don't think it does.
Think it does.
Arcanine. It does, but I don't think he's running it. I don't think it's enough move slots for it.
Something's getting Hydro Steamed right now. Unless he's play rough or unless we get full parried.
Don't speak that evil into the world. I mean, if I'm Wade, I go Corviknight, because if it's spit up Corviknight, it probably lives. But then you risk getting Flamethrower and die.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see. Corviknight, especially defensive. I mean, Hydro Steam does 28 to 33, and then Flame does 51 min to Corviknight,
Yep.
as you know.
Yep.
So, getting paralyzed sucks. I did not expect specs.
It's Terra Grass.
Oh, it's Terra Grass. Okay, that's fine for us, actually.
That's actually.
Oh, that's
perfectly
actually excellent for us.
fine. Yeah.
Because that means Trapinch Revenge kills it with Terra
Yeah,
Buff.
with Terra Buck first impression.
That's really funny, actually.
Oh my god. Okay.
Use Showdown usage, Grass.
Terra Grass, Terra Blast.
If it's my, yeah, it straight up dies to first impression. Oh, that's really funny. Do we? I think we have to sack Wake now. By the way,
Wake did its job. We're fine. We can sack it.
I would also, just Hydro Steam again. First impression is +3 priority, right?
It's +2.
Oh, that's bad. Wait, it's not +3?
No, it's priority +2.
Oh, that's actually very bad. Well, I don't know if they have extreme speed. If they have extreme speed, they got it, but I don't think so.
All right. We bring in the pitch again.
By the way, Moonblast from DNC does 71 to 84 on Donphan.
All right.
Click it. Kill him.
The pitch.
The pinch. Victim count 2. I want to... What do you think this is going to do? You think this could... I think this is probably going to U-turn. Right?
Yeah.
Or no, it could Brave Bird. It is faster than Empoleon naturally, right?
Base.
It's base 62, something like that, I think.
I think just barely, yeah. Hang on.
Awkward. Base 67.
Yeah. So that is naturally faster.
Yeah. If it even has no attack investment, Brave Bird's 2 at KO order percentage. I kind of want to keep this alive. I kind of want to go...
I want to try to go 3 for 3. I want to kill the Weavile.
So do I. I want to go Donphan right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Donphan's a good play. So we can bring this in. We can knock off. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, that's fine.
It's leftovers too. That's great. I would just click knockoff.
Yeah, let's just get rid of these lefties.
Let's get rid of these lefties. If it starts bulking up, we have a Charizard.
Yep.
They know we're not Zoroark, by the way.
Yeah. No, we the
Illusion's not.
the illusion will fail at this point.
Yes,
Unless he's so high that he just doesn't notice.
Shadow Ball is looking very good, by the way, at this point. So
Yeah.
is Flame, but I also want... I don't want to click Flame into Dancy yet. I definitely just want to knock this. We could double into H-Zoro if we want to.
I think knocking off is the play here. On the off chance he
Actually-
switches into... On the off chance he tries to go to Rotom Wash, so that would be, you can just get rid of the specs.
Yeah, that Brave Bird damage doesn't tell us anything, by the way. 0 attack does,
Yeah.
20 minimum. It tells us it's not max attack for sure, at least.
Like, we just get rid of an item for anything that comes in here unless it's Diancie. And if he brings in Rotom to just sack it, then that's fine. Because then he sacks that, he goes into Weavile. And then we basically have to, we could, at that point, probably sack Donphan, we bring in Trapinch, kill that.
Let's check something with this Rotom set. That is, by the way, that's max special attack modest. Possibly specs? Yeah, it has to be choice specs, because that's the only way a Volt Switch does that much to Empoleon, by the way.
Okay.
So that's 100% max def modest. It's kind of awkward.
Okay, that's a dead Rotom.
Nice. Yep, thought so. Alright, now what comes... Ideally, Diancie comes... Ideally, Weavile comes in.
Weavile comes in, at that point we can sack Donphan, bring in Trapinch. Perfect.
Okay, now, they don't know this might not kill. Just Heavy Slam, by the way.
Yep.
1. Ah, damn. All right,
Damn it.
well,
Alright.
in comes a pinch. Oh, it's Life Orb. Oh, perfect.
Release the pinch.
And now it's done its job, by the way. How much does it do... how much does it do to Diancie, Mega Diancie, by the way? With first impression? That's something we need to check.
That's something we might want to check. At this point...
It does 25 minimum.
I feel like that's just kind of worth it. Alternatively,
Yeah,
we
I
just spam EQ.
Yeah, I mean, if Diancie comes in, we're clicking Earthquake 100%,
Yeah.
by the way.
This Trapinch has done its job, and it has done its job in spades.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best pick. This is the best pick that we made. Forget Walking Wake. Forget Sardwai.
I'm trying to figure out how we don't immediately lose to Diancie, by the way. And I think we're going to have to win a speed tie, is what's going to have to happen.
I think that's
And
the only way.
I think that's... we're going to have to win a speed tie. And if we hit it with Shadow Ball, we win, because then first impression will kill it.
Yeah.
Because it's 73. It's basically we need to get min roll. Was it right? Yeah, min roll. Yeah, we need to get at least 75% on it. And Diancie, Oko, Zoroark. I mean, it probably does. It's a freaking Diancie. Yeah, it's a... Ooh, yikes. 107 minimum.
If he Mega Evolves in advance,
Well, that's the thing. Man, I really wish Wake didn't get paralyzed at this point.
yeah.
I mean, again, I think it's going to come down to a speed tie. If Corviknight comes out, we go Empoleon 100% of the time, by the way,
Yeah.
I think.
If he's not max speed on Diancie for whatever reason, we can go Zard.
Just go Empoleon.
What, right now?
Yeah, I would think so, yeah, because we don't have first impression anymore.
That's true.
Oh, well, It depends. Do you...
We could also
right,
just,
if it's Rock Polish, I don't think we can play around Rock Polish at this point, right?
no.
No, we can't, because this is the only way we're going to be able to kill it. It's up to you. Like, if you're confident that it's Rock Polish,
I feel
I
like
would
there's
just
a strong possibility. I think Trapinch has done his job.
well, the thing is, do you think even if they're Rock Polish, do you think they Rock Polish now? Because, like, we could just go...
No.
The
No,
other thing-
I think
we
he's
could just-
angry. I think he wants this Trapinch dead.
Yeah, I would just go Empoleon. Go Empoleon, sack it off. Go Then we go Zoroark,
Yep.
I think. I mean, if you Rock Polish is good play. Okay, do not mess with this. Just Flash Cannon, please. %, huh? That's timid damage, by the way.
All right.
I mean, it could also be modest. Empoleon's just that specially bulky. Okay, Earth Power. All right. We're gonna have to win a speed tie. That's the only way this is gonna work. So just go Zoroark.
All
Now
right.
maybe he's too high and won't realize this. I would just go Shadow Ball. Just click Shadow Ball at this point. And they want
Damn
speed tie.
Okay.
Go Zard. Maybe they're. Oh, let's see.
Me.
Oh, they weren't even Power Gem. They could have missed and lost the game.
Yep. All right.
Plan worked about as well as it could have. Getting Wake paralyzed turn 1 was unfortunate.
Well, that's GG. Yeah, that literally came down to Wake being paralyzed, but whatever. I mean, if this is to be believed, then this means we're gonna fight him against him in playoffs, and we're gonna win. Because now that means the tables have been turned. I hope.
Hopefully. Yeah, I mean, I think the team's fine. I think we just did not expect Thunder Wave turn 1.
Yeah. It was just
Also,
our ultimate downfall.
Specs Volt Switch doing 71. That also was highly, highly unexpected.
All right. Well, that's going to be it from us. We will see you guys next week when we have to fight Yaroon. So I'll see you guys then.
We'll see you then. We'll come back fighting next week.